Oh, hello, everybody. It was good to see you today. Like I said, next week is the test. It starts at 9:30. If you have any questions, send me a message. And yep. So as I said in class, there's one topic we didn't have time to cover, but it will be on the test, so I'd like you to know it. So let me go ahead and open that up. Okay. And today, this is about different problem-solving styles that individuals have. It's called the VIEW framework. That's not important. Don't worry about the VIEW framework. But there are three different dimensions. The first, it's called the orientation to change. So what is your orientation? What's your kind of feeling about change? And this one, there's two ends to it. So on one end, there's the explorer style. On the other end, there's the developer style. So what is the explorer style? The explorer style, they really like abstract ideas. They like to think about, space and time. On the other hand, the developer, they like concrete details, right? Who, what, where, when, why, right? They want to know the specific information. The explorer likes to create new ideas, right? On the other hand, the developer likes to work with the ideas that already exist, okay? Um, and the explorer, they really like to figure things out as they go. They don't want to plan right from the beginning. They're solving the problem, and as they solve the problem, the plan changes, it adjusts. Whereas the developer style, they like to have a plan, right? Step one, step two, step three, step four, step five, and you follow the plan. So explorer versus developer. If you think of someone like Elon Musk, he created Tesla, he has SpaceX, rockets that go into space. What do you think? Is he more the explorer style or the developer style? Right? He's very much the explorer style, new ideas, things no one else talked about. On the other hand, somebody else, they could take a Tesla and change it a little bit, but they couldn't come up with that idea on their own. So think about yourself. Are you more of an explorer style or a developer style? I think I'm slightly on the developer side. Okay. So the second one is called the manner of processing, how you process information. And the two sides are the external side and the internal side. So the external side, when they're thinking about a problem or an idea, they like engaging with other people, talking to other people about the idea. The internal person likes to think on their own. Okay. The external style, they like quick action. All right, let's work. Let's do this. All right, make a plan. Let's go. Pop, pop, pop. The internal style, usually they prefer a slower process. You think about it, you move slowly, you act carefully. And then similar to the first one, like the explorer, the external style, you can figure it out as you go. We'll make the plan as it proceeds, whereas the internal style likes to follow a careful plan. All right. So extroverts usually tend to be more external style. Introverts tend to be more internal style. Okay. So that's number two, the manner of processing, the external versus the internal. And you can think about whether you are more external or internal. Number three is the ways of deciding. So you have an idea, you have some plan, and how do you make decisions? On the one end, we have the person focus. On the other hand, we have a task focus. Okay. So the person focus, they want the person that wants the result that makes the people happy, right? So we have a team, we have a company, right? What's the most important thing? We want everybody to be satisfied. We want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing, the people. The task focus, right? We want the result for the problem. The people are secondary. We want the right result, the right solution for that problem. Okay. The person focus, you want to include everybody. So we're having a meeting and I say, oh, Sandesh, what do you think? Udin, what do you think? Sanjita, what do you think? Rustam, I want to know everybody's opinion. I want everybody included in the situation, in the solution, right? The task focus, you want an efficient process, right? I ask questions, we're wasting time. No, let's do A and then B and then C and then D, finished, right? We want to be efficient, no waste. And finally, the person focused, they like finding positives in other ideas. So I say, okay, Muhammad Ali, what do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that sounds good. That's a great idea. Okay, Sajada, what do you think? Oh, I like that. All right, very good. Right, it's very encouraging. You're looking for positives. Task focus, usually you're more critical. It's not really negative, but you say, all right, Muhammad Ali, what do you think? Well, okay, that's a good point, but this part, I don't think that's going to work. Sorry. Sanjana, what do you think? I'm not sure. That's not quite right for this task, right? It's much more critical. You're not worried about the person, you're worried about the idea. It's not a good or a bad, it's just a different focus. All right. So like that, we had these three different styles. We had our orientation to change with an explorer or developer style. We had our manner of processing with an external or an internal style. And we had our ways of deciding with a person focus or a task focus. Now, important thing to notice is that there are such things as moderate preferences. Okay. So this one means in situation A, maybe I'm one style, but in situation B, I might be in another style. So me, for instance, situation A, I'm working with students, a group of students. In that situation, I'm much more person focused. I want to hear from everybody. I want to encourage people. I want everybody to be involved. Situation B, I'm working with other professors. They're, 45 years old, 50 years old. I want an efficient process. Let's get the answer. Let's get the result. So in that situation, I'm much more task focused. So when we talk about moderate preferences, it means, you're not always the same. It can change based on the situation. Sometimes it's a little stronger, sometimes it's a little weaker. Our ideas, our styles moderate, they change. Okay. Another topic I want to talk about very quickly is this idea of coping. So you're working in an uncomfortable situation. So, for example, let's say I'm person focused. I'm a team, 5 people. I'm person focused. The other 4 members are all task focused. It's not a great situation for me. I'm not in the same style as all these other people. So we talk about coping, all right? How do you deal with the stress? You're quite uncomfortable. All right, we call that coping. Think about when did you have to cope because of different learning styles or critical thinking styles, right? Remember, coping is an ability. Some people are good at doing that. Naturally, they deal with stress well, but it's also a skill, right? It's a soft skill, but you can learn how to deal with your stress and cope effectively. Another thing we talked about, I think we did actually talk about this, is task expertise. So I have a leaky faucet. Do I call the doctor? No, I don't. Because, right, I call the plumber. The plumber has the right skills for the problem. The doctor, he's smart, he's intelligent, he's good at what he does. He doesn't have the skill set. So he doesn't have the task expertise, which also might affect your critical thinking style. Okay. All right. So like that is it. So when we, hold on, I'm gonna stop this share. So when we do the test, if you see those things, explorer versus developer, internal, external, person focus, task focus, you'll know what all those things are. And if you have any questions, send me a message. But have a good week and see you guys next Monday. All right. Bye-bye.